Hello guys, welcome to the channel, and this is going to be the tutorial of my latest edit that I have done using InShot. And most of you really wanted a tutorial of it, so here it is. And the comments that I got for this edit is mind-blowing. You guys are insane. Well, there were a few comments that said this edit is not possible on InShot and that I have used some other software. And honestly, it's not even that hard, if you see the tutorial you will understand that. So here are a few clips of Reed Richards from the movie Fantastic Four, and in this cutout transition edit I'm not going to use any music. I'm just going to simply mute the music, but I will show where the beats are, because this way what happens is our focus will be only on the transitions, because I believe you guys know how to mark beats on InShot, because that requires listening the music over and over again until you hear the beat and mark the beat by your own step by step. So with that being said, right now I'm trying to apply some color correction to the clips so that it appears somewhat better than what is the default. If you just miss something, you can just always scroll back and see what I applied on the color corrections. So I applied it on one clip and I click the option apply all. That applies to every clip. So I will be explaining how you can add transition depending on how many beats are available. So if there is one beat before the main beat, there is a different transition. If there is two beats before the main beat, there is a different transition, and so on. So before going to the beats, what we are going to do is this sorted out clips, apply basic zoom in and zoom outs. So for the first one, as you can see, I'm applying in zoom in, obviously using keyframes. So in the first keyframe I'm not doing anything, I'm keeping it as a default, and the last keyframe I'm zooming in, so we will have something like that, simple zoom in. And since we have done zoom in the first one, we will be doing zoom out in the second one. So add a keyframe in the beginning, add a keyframe on the end, and only the beginning keyframe will be zoomed in. So we go in the first keyframe, we put a little bit zoom in the first keyframe. And pro tip, always remember that the face, if it's a face involving in your edit, it should always be centered, so that it gives that flawlessness of the transitions. So keep in mind, these are the clips sorted out based on the main beats, the beats that you feel like the scene has to change, and the cutout transitions will be applied to the smaller beats, which we will be doing in a bit after we finish the basic zoom in and zoom outs of the main beats. Alright, so after we applied all the zoom ins, it should look something like this. Okay, let us play. Yeah, it should look something like that. Alright, so now we are going to do the cutout transition. For the first clip, there is only one small beat. Usually if there is only one beat, it is always better to have a cutout rise up transition. So I'm gonna show you in a bit how to do that. So obviously it means the second clip will be appearing on top of the first clip. Go to the first frame of the second clip and take a screenshot of it. After that, we're going to the photo editor of InShot. So after we come to the picture editing, we're going to crop the picture in a square format, because that's the format my edit is using. You can use any format, any ratio, but I always like a square interface. After cropping it out, simply export it. After the export, you don't really need that project anymore, so I always prefer to delete it. Open the picture in a new project and simply go to cutout. After the cutout is done, you can export the picture. Oftentimes what happens is sometimes the picture is not perfectly cropped out with the cutout option. In that case, you can always switch back to manual option, manual brushing option, and get rid of any improper cutouts. Alright, so come back to the video project and bring your picture as a PIP and adjust the length according to the beats. You can trim out the rest and click on the full screen. That will make it fit exactly on the square ratio. After that, place two keyframes at the end and at the beginning. Go to the first keyframe and reduce the size and drag it out of the frame. And for the last keyframe, you don't really have to do anything, so keep it as it is And as for the curves, go for ease in option, and so you will have a really smooth pop-in animation just like that. So if you see by now, it's not really that hard to make this kind of edit on InShot. Alright, so as you can see, for the next one we have 2 beats. So this time we have to create a transition of 2 beats. So to do that, follow the same step. Take the screenshot of the first keyframe of the next clip. Go to photo editor, square crop it. It's basically the same steps, but this time we have to keep in mind that we have to make 2 cutouts. So in this image, as you can see, it's not properly cut out, so we will fix some details near the fingers. We will erase that little ground below the finger and between the finger. And according to my experience, you don't really need to be very precise in cutouts, because while the transitions are going on so fast, it's barely noticeable. So you can be a little bit lenient on yourself. So that is our first export, and this time we will come back to the editor and we will crop out the head this time, because we have 2 beats. So in the first beat the head appears, and in the second beat the entire body appears. So yeah, by now you should understand that depending on how many beats we have, that many parts we are going to have to separate of the person. Hold on a second, I don't really mean what I just said. I don't literally mean that you have to separate a person's body parts. Okay, don't take it in a wrong context. We know why we are here, and obviously it's a tutorial, not something else, right? Let's hope YouTube doesn't take it down before you guys see the tutorial, and I don't really know any other phrase to use in that part. Anyways, now that we have 2 different cutouts, we are going to place the head first, the head cutout first. So this will be for the first beat. You can trim it down and make it to full screen. Now coming to the next cutout, that will be from the second beat, so trim it accordingly, and then obviously followed by full screen. So in these 2 cutouts, we don't really need any keyframes whatsoever, because these are just simply pop-up animations. But however, what you have to do is apply those white flashes of the clips. For that to apply, it's really simple. Just go to effects and find the white animation. After that, you have to increase the interval and strength to maximum. Then what you have to do is trim out this effect and drag it to all the places where the cutouts are. And by cutout I mean starting of the cutouts. So adjust the effect just like shown in the clip. You have to adjust it in a way that the starting of the pop-up is somewhere in the middle of the effect. After that, click on object and choose the PIP. And after that, your animation should look something like this. Do the same steps for all the cutouts. You can simply copy and paste the same effect by choosing the PIP as an object. Now there's a small detail that you have to understand about InShot, is that there is no option in InShot that allow you to put a PIP above another PIP as a layer. However, what you can do is you can simply tap on the layer that you want on the top at last. I hope you understood what I just said there. Obviously you can always scroll back and see what I just did. Alright, moving on. For the next clip, we have 3 beats before the next clip. So obviously after taking the next clip's screenshot, we're going to divide it in 3 different layers. And the 3 different cutouts totally depends on you. You can have a full body shot, a head shot, and maybe a hand or arm. It's totally up to you. Since this is the same process, I'm not going to say anything. I will simply fast forward this clip. In these three layers, you will see that whatever layer you tap the latest is the one that stays at the top. As for the layer placements, tap the one that you want the lowest first and then move on to the highest. Just a quick preview, this is how your edit should look like. The faster the beats are, the better it looks actually, depending on what type of beat music you're using. Now for the last clip, we will have a bit of different approach. This time we will be using mask effect. So just like before, just take a screenshot. This time we will only have one cutout and the rest will be done using masking. We will choose the linear masking option and make it to smallest because that will be our first pop-up. finally your edit should look something like this. We are not yet done, we are almost done, but one last step is to link the first clip to the last clip to have a loop effect. And to do that, we have to take the screenshot of the first clip and follow the same exact procedure and put the cutout animations on top of the last clip. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the tutorial video. Leave a like, share and comment, and I hope that I could really help you guys to understand how to do this kind of animations and transitions in InShot. This is just an example that creativity wins over software, and whenever you're bored and not doing anything, maybe you're not doing any edits, feel free to explore your app because you might not know what you can discover. With that being said, have a nice day and take care.